Hi, it's Jen, Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Scorpio for the first half of May 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com if you'd like a personal reading. So let's get started for our Scorpios with our ruling energy right now. We have the Five of Swords. This can be rough communication, negative thinking. This could be people who don't necessarily support you. Like I say, defensiveness, negative comments, things like that. So let's see what this is pertaining to. We're going to get a few cards for our top row here and see what we have, what this Five of Swords is talking about. Like I say, your swords are your intellect, it's your communication. So what do we have going on for... There's one. Okay, we've got... Okay, wow. Alrighty then. We have this Five of Swords, right? We saw this with the distressed, defensive, maybe negative communication. The first two cards that come up are the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So we'll talk about them individually. Five of Pentacles, you've got here this person sitting in the garden, looking down, staring at their lap, pretty much in the woe is me, pity party stage. But if they were just to pick their head up, you'd see there's this little butterfly right here. There's the sun shining through these pentacles up here. All is not lost, but this person needs to wake up and look around them. They're in a beautiful garden. They have the sun shining up here. There are pentacles up here that they could have if they just stopped with this whole woe to me thing. So there may be some kind of... Fives are that funny energy where you just get that, ugh. There may be some negative communication here. There may be some misunderstood communication. And then with that Five of Pentacles, oftentimes this can be, even though this is a pentacle, it's also a very emotional card, a feeling of being left out, left in the dust, left out in the dark. Nobody cares about me. Why doesn't anybody care? And then we have the Five of Wands. Now that negative communication can absolutely cause this kind of chaos. You can see this person's very distracted. There's little fox and they're leaping in every direction. And this person's like, here, let me go over here. Let me go there. Let me go over here. So these fives are really a distracted, sort of stressful energy. And I'm like, gosh, where is this coming from? Because we really need to pay attention to what's going on here. It feels like... This is like the ADD, like you're in 100 directions, not accomplishing anything, and it's very stressful, very, very confusing. And I think it has to do, obviously, with this communication here. This, like I said, can be negative communication. It can be confusing, defensive, where you're just like, what are you even talking about? And maybe that's why you feel you get this left out in the cold. Like, I don't even understand what is happening right now. I'm so out of the loop here. What is going on? Well, I will tell you, you have a major arcana up here, and this is the Chariot. And the Chariot is crazy, unreined energy. I mean, this is this crazy energy, and you just may not have been ready for this, but you're going to get some kind of emotional, watery notification, and you are, Scorpio is a water sign, so you are... Underneath your hard shell, you are soft and emotional. And, the one thing I want to say is with this Five of Wands, that chaotic, let me do everything right this minute. Oh my gosh, that can cause you to be here. Like, I can't handle this. Like, I'm just going to whatever. I don't care. This is awful. I can't deal. But the one thing about this Chariot card is if you look at the bottom, there's these little turtles down there. And that almost says whoa, put the brakes on here. Some kind of negative communication has come in. Okay. Whatever it is has made you feel a little bit left out, a little bit almost not just as much left out as I don't understand. Why is this happening? And then you're trying to fix it in all these different directions with this Five of Wands. So as this rush comes in, we can make some choices. We can decide, are we going to use this energy to our advantage, or are we going to let it overwhelm and overtake us so that we have that Five of Pentacles, woe is me thing, or that Five of Wands, I'm running in every direction trying to manage this thing. So as this message comes in, what can we do for our Scorpios? How can we help to guide them? Oh, okay, here's one. All right, we've got the Two of Swords, the Fool, think this is going to help clear this up quite a bit. And here's our last one. Okay. So we've got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords says, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to get in the middle of this, especially if you've got a negative communication coming in. You've got this Two of Swords underneath the Five, where we're left out, feeling sad, don't want to deal, woe is me. We've got this Two of Swords saying, yeah, I'm not going to deal with this right now. I'm going to check out. The problem with that is you're not doing anything. And so when you choose not to do anything, you're choosing to do something, which is nothing. And you're not accomplishing anything. You're not able to move forward. And it's just going to keep you in that position. But this person has the option of like putting those swords down and slipping off the blindfold and going, okay, what am I going to do here? What's next? And when you are able to do that, the thing is, the next card you have is wonderful. Major Arcana, the Fool. This is removing that blindfold and not listening, choosing not to listen to this negative talk or weird communication that comes in and kind of messes you all up. Putting that in your past, and you can see he's kind of like, yeah, whatever. It will allow you to move forward. And the Fool is all about taking a brand new step in a new direction, making a change for the better. And it's the same thing. It's underneath this card here, the Five, with all this chaos. It's like he's just like, the Fool is just going, you know what? That is what I'm going to leave over there. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do something completely new and different. And I think in this situation, that's all that you can do. It seems to be a very overbearing, stressful situation. And I really feel it doesn't have much to do with you. But somehow you've been dragged into it, and it's just come in and kind of messed your whole life up. And you're like, I didn't ask for this. I don't want this. I didn't invite this whole, rush of energy, rush of emotion to come splashing into my world. I don't know why I'm in the middle of this, and I'm going to turn and burn right here. I'm just going to turn and burn and go do my own thing over here because I am not interested in playing this game. This is wonderful. You have the Six of Wands. And I think it's interesting, it's underneath the Chariot, right? The Chariot's led by these horses. Well, the Six of Wands, you come in riding one of the horses in full victory, back in command and control of yourself and your life. So it does appear that you will be able to, after a little bit of self-examination and, like I say, forcing yourself here to see the truth, forcing yourself to see what is actually happening, getting out of the pity party mentality, removing yourself, extricating yourself from this chaos, this Five of Wands thing here with the Fool, just saying, okay, I'm going to let you guys do your thing over here, and I'm going to go over here now. Thanks for your input. I'll be seeing you. But then you come back victorious. You're able to return back victorious here, with the laurel wreath, which is all about you winning, you achieving, and it isn't about you like stomping anybody down. It's just about you being victorious in your own right and kind of wrangling in that crazy Chariot energy so you don't have to put up with that. Usually the Chariot is great, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just more than we bargained for, especially when it comes with this Five of Swords, this defensive, negative, weird communication that you just were like, I didn't ask for this. Why is this here? Oh, there we go. We got one last card, our little deck. And yes, I'm going to buy this in the big deck because these are really hard to see, but I love this deck so much. I keep using it. We have the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords in the standard Rider-Waite deck has a person with these 8 swords around them, and they have a blindfold on. Very similar to this one, except for that there's 8 swords around them. So it's all about, this is your choice. You can choose to stay in this situation, this 5-5-5 here, this negative 5-5-5 situation of stress, anguish, being left out, all of this nonsense. Or you can take the blindfold off, see the situation for what it is, and walk away. With this Fool, and you have the Fool, which will be of great assistance to you. So my advice would be to examine the situation, see it for what it truly is, and say, I'm going to make a choice for me. I'm going to make a choice for the better, and I'm going to move over here. Thanks for playing. So I hope this resonated for you. Please check your moon and rising signs. This is a general reading, so it may help clarify a little bit more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.